graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got another World Baseball Classic game this evening. Team Brazil is going to be taking on Team Mexico. Brazil is 0-2 so far in Pool B play, and Mexico is 1-0. So we are ready to get underway. Please let us know down below what your final score predictions are in this game. I'm excited for this one. I think that this is going to be one of those underrated games where it's really close and you're going to get to see some really cool moments on both sides of the diamond for each team. And so, all right, so let's get on into the starting lineups really quickly, and we'll be underway. All right, so for Team Brazil, they will be batting first. It'll be Lucas Ramirez, who's out in right field. Osvaldo Carvalho, who's over at first base, will be batting second. The third baseman, Leonardo Registro, is going to be hitting over at third base. And then you got Gabriel Gomez, who's DHing. He'll be batting fourth. Batting fifth is Vitor Ito, and he'll be playing over at short. Lucas Rojo is over at second base, batting sixth. Victor Mascai is out in left field, and he'll be batting seventh. Batting eighth is catcher Gabriel Del Carmo, and batting ninth is Gabriel Maciel, and he will be playing out in center field. Here's Taijuan Walker, who's going to be pitching for Team Brazil. 34 games last year with the Phillies, 21 starts, a 5-8 record, and a 4.08 ERA as well. Did pitch over 120 innings and had 83 strikeouts. And we have Lucas Ramirez coming on up to the plate. By the way, Walker pitching for Team Mexico. Excuse me about that. But yes, hello everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. Chat is here. Yes, Mark is here. What's going on, Mark? What is up, Haley? What is up, Chad? How is everybody doing? Long Ball is here. LP says I'm going to go 4-3. More final score predictions. Michael, yes, we got a good crowd today. Let's go. Game is playing out at Daikin Park in Houston. And the first pitch from Taijuan Walker to start off the game is inside. We're underway at 8:09 p.m. Eastern Time. So Ramirez is in the box. And the pitch. And that is outside for ball two. So let's make sure that we have this correct. Yes. On the other side, it'll be Eric Pardinho, as the next pitch is in there for a strike. We'll talk a little bit more about him in just a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ramirez in the box. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. He's a left-handed hitter. So the count is now 2-2. It's Manny Ramirez's son. Walker comes set again and deals. And it's down in the way for ball 3. The defense for Mexico, they got Alejandro Kirk catching, Walker on the mound. In the 3-2 pitch, another foul ball. Over at first base, it's Jonathan Aranda. At second base, it's Nick Gonzalez. The third baseman is Nacho Alvarez Jr., and the shortstop is Joey Ortiz. In the outfield from left to right, it's Randy Arozarena out in left, Alec Thomas in center, and Jaron Duran playing out in right field. The 3-2 pitch, it's downstairs for ball 4, and there's a leadoff walk to start off the game. Let's go. Walker has a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and a curveball. His cutter, he mainly threw 30% of the time last year. That reached 87 miles per hour. His sinker got up to 92. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch to Carvalho, and he flies this one out over to center field, and it'll get down for a base hit. The throw is going to be made over to second base, and the runner is out. Ramirez just got a late jump, and he's out by force. It dropped in for a hit, and, well, that was a nice play by Thomas. Ramirez, I guess, just did not anticipate that was going to drop in for a hit, and he got taken by surprise, and he was out by a mile over at second. So that is going to go down as an 8-6 fielder's choice. You don't usually see that. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. Drop those flags down below. Watch out for Nacho Alvarez Jr. He's a monster. He is, man. He's really good, yep. 5-2 Mexico. What's going on, PAS? No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's down for a ball. Can't believe that Ramirez just misplayed that. It's a big mental mistake. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's a broken bat ground ball that is foul. The bat was fair. But it doesn't count. Went out all the way over to left field. Got past Nacho Alvarez. The count is now 1-2. The bat is fair. That thing just flew on out all the way over to left field. The bat went further than the ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They had to pick up the pieces of the wood, even the small ones. Come on, Mexico 7-3. Let's go, Nacho. Yes, sir. Leonardo Reganado is going to come on up to the plate. It's Reganado, excuse me. The 1-2 pitch. It's low. Gene is here. What's up, Gene? How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you on here, man. Welcome back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out in the top of the first. The 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off Reganado's foot. Dallas is here as well. Man, we got a good crowd. What's going on, Shad? How's everybody doing? Drop a 1 if you're feeling good. Drop those 1s, man. Man's also here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch is a foul ball. Italy ended up winning 7-4 against Great Britain today. Cuba also beat Colombia, and they are knocked out of the tournament. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remember, Brazil is 0-2. Mexico is 1-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 on the way. Down for ball 3. I'm hoping that Ty has a good outing, too. I'm feeling fabulous. Let's go. There's those 1s. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A long at bat so far. The payoff pitch. It's roped foul towards the left side. JJ, it's Sunday night. We need pot roast and mashed potatoes. That sounds good. Pot roast and mashed potatoes. What do you put in your... What else do you put with that? 3 balls and 2 strikes. The toss back on over to first base, and the throw is not in time. So that means that Carvalho is safe, of course. I don't understand why Our nose is still running. I don't get it. Took medicine. It's weird. Here's the payoff pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field, but it's foul. You want carrots or green beans? Oh, I get to choose? I like green beans. I like carrots. Green beans, though, are good. Chat, you decide. Nasher told me to decide. I'll go green beans. I just finished making chicken 3 ways: grilled, smoked, and steamed. Wow. Damn. It's a lot of chicken. A lot of different varieties. The toss back over to first. It is not in time. Aranda tried to swipe Carvalho. And he's getting up. I think that he sort of whacked him right on the side of the helmet. And was taken by surprise there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the first. 1 away. 1 out. The payoff pitch. Laced foul. Sema is also here as well. Shout out to Sema. I just want Walker to pitch well enough this year, says Denbrew. That's fair. That's fair. Want him to pitch well enough. Just be a quality starter, man. Just eat up innings. Go out there and don't give up a lot of damage. That's fair. 3-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field, but it'll stay in the ballpark, and the catch is made for out number 2. Gabriel, or that was Alec Thomas, who went to go chase that down out in center. And did a pretty good job. He covered a lot of ground there. So there's 2 outs in the top of the first. All right, let's X out of this. Nope, can't X out of that. Here comes Gomez to the plate. Gabriel Gomez, that is, who stares at ball 1. Added 216 in rookie ball last year. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Walker gets the signs, and the 1-0 is high for ball 2. It was at 92 miles per hour. It could be weather change, yeah. That's probably what it is. 2-0, foul ball. It's usually how allergies go, but I've also, because I've been streaming so much, I wonder if it's also the dust, you know? Probably should have started the humidifier tonight. That was kind of stupid. 2-1. It's a foul ball, and it will go on out of play. Australia gave Japan a tough game, chat. They did, and we got to cover that. It was, honestly, I was surprised. I was so shocked as to how low scoring of a game that was. But it was good. It kept you on the edge of your seat, you know? 2-2 pitch. Foul ball over towards the right side. I could do cauliflower with cheese sauce. Man, that sounds good too. Now it's getting tougher. Cauliflower with cheese sauce sounds fire. It really does. Toss back over to first base, and he is safe. We're in the top of the first. Lucas Ramirez walked, and then he was out at second base after Osvaldo Carvalho hit a single out to center, but he was out by force at second. And then Reginado just flied out to center. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. And we will go to the bottom of the first inning. Be right back in just a few moments. Gotta take a very quick step off. chat. We are going to the bottom of the first inning. Folks, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure that you guys also turn on the notification bell icons too. All right. Sitting on the edge of your seat feels... Yeah, it does. It does feel uncomfortable, man. It does. Oh, man. All right. Jaron Duran is going to be batting in the leadoff spot. By the way, PAS, make sure that you comment your link down below. Guys, if you want to go follow Team USA Baseball, you should definitely go check him out. He also covers the Mets, the Jets, and also the Flyers as well. Does an awesome job. Randy Arozarena is going to be batting second, so it's Duran first, Arozarena second, Aranda third, Kirk fourth, Tellez fifth, Alvarez Jr. sixth, Gonzalez seventh, Thomas eighth, and Ortiz ninth. Pitch. That's in the zone for a strike. Eric Pardino is on the mound. He'll get set above the letters. Brazil is in their blue and yellow uniforms. And the 0-1 is in the zone for a called strike at 93 miles per hour. Meanwhile, Team Mexico is in their white, red, and green uniforms. They got their green helmets on and the red sleeves. 0-2 pitch to Duran. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Jaron Duran. And Randy Arozarena is up next. Aranda had that 3-run homer against Great Britain in the 8th inning on Friday. It was a good swing. McDuffie was traded in exchange for 4 draft picks. It was limited to 13 games in 2025. What, did he sign a big contract? Is that what they're saying on the ticker down on Fox Sports? 1 ball, no strikes to Randy Arozarena. And the pitch. It's right down the middle for a strike. Could really go for a nice big piece of lasagna. Oof. USA versus Mexico will be a great matchup tomorrow. What's going on, ATL? How are you, my friend? 1-1 pitch. That is called a ball. Garlic bread's good. Garlic bread is really good. Two balls, 1 strike. Yeah, 4-year, $124 million extension. Wow. For Trent McDuffie. Gosh. Pardino, in minor league baseball, 21 games, 1-2 record, and a 4.01 earned run average last year. They'll step off the mound really quickly, facing Randy Arozarena. Count is 2-2. There's PAS's channel. Yes, sir. Look at my mods. 2-2. And that is down for a ball. Speaking of slice of cheese, it's him or Romano. Romano cheese. Apple or lemon pie? I'm an apple pie. I'm not really a big fan of apple pie, but I don't like lemon pie. 3-2 pitch. He'll fight this one off, hit it out over to left field, and that's going to get past the left fielder. It was actually the left fielder tried to make a diving catch there. That was Victor Mascai, and it went off of his glove. And Randy Arozarena is going to go on over to second base. He had to come over towards his left, and then he sort of slid and just could not hang on to it. Let's look again at the replay. The pitch was down the middle, running on over towards his right, and then just laid down. It actually bounced right in front of him, and he just couldn't get there. I thought maybe it ended off the tip of his glove, but it did not. Now it's Aranda who comes on up. And Aranda hits one out over towards right field, and that's going to hit off the wall. Arozarena is going to come on in to score, and that is an RBI single for Jonathan Aranda. And Mexico strikes first. A hanging pitch that was drilled out to right. Let's see those flags, baby. Here comes Alejandro Kirk to the plate with one out in the bottom of the first. Ardino wanted another baseball. There's a fan that's right behind home plate that has the Mexico flag taking up a couple of chairs. They're waving it. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Want chocolate cake or ice cream? Ice cream sounds good. Ice cream's good. 1 ball, no strikes. But I'll take chocolate cake. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going to bounce off the wall. And heading on over to third and coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. Aranda scores. The ball gets by the pitcher. And Kirk gets on over at second base. It's 2-0 Mexico. Back-to-back RBI base hits. And it's a 2-0 game. Let's go. And I believe that is going to be it for Pardino. Man, I think we'll just hit off the top of that wall. The relay was actually not a bad relay there from the shortstop, Ito. Two nothing bottom of the first. Did they cut to a break? Thought that they took him out. Andre Rienzo, the pitching coach, that's who went out there. So no pitching change, excuse me. 2-0 bottom of the first. They're going to intentionally walk Rowdy Tellez. And Nacho Alvarez Jr. is going to come on up. I was going to say, like, that's already it for this guy. Intentional walk, and here is Nacho. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2-0 Mexico. And the pitch from Pardino is on the upper tier of the zone for strike one. Can't believe McDuffie signed for a 4-year, $124 million contract. That's insane. 0-1. It's up high. And taken for ball one. According to MLB Pipeline, Alvarez Jr. was entered into last season as the number 6 prospect for the Braves. 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. Quit tempting me. You're making her stay. Let's go. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. You're making her stay. Let's go. It's good. Israel just got out of the bases loaded jam. Oof. Ooh, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alvarez Jr. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, folks. We just got to the 8,400 marker, chat. 1-2, and that's a foul ball. Definitely took us time. It's great. 2-0 Mexico here in the bottom of the first. Kirk is over at second. Tellez is over at first. Alvarez Jr. is in the box. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock. Pardino gets set above the letters and delivers from the stretch. And this is going to be hit back over towards the catcher. The throw over the second base, there's one. That's all that they're going to get. Hit right in front of home plate. The catcher had to field it with his bare hand. Make a strike of a throw over to second. That will go down as a 2-6 fielder's choice. 2-4 fielder's choice, really. So over to third base goes Kirk. And Nacho does get on. Still 1-0 Israel. On to 8,500. Let's go, chat. Okay, pot roast, mashed potatoes, cauliflower with cheese, sauce, and chocolate cake. Everyone over to JJ's for dinner after the game. You're so sweet. The pitch. That is outside for a ball. That sounds really nice. Nick Gonzalez batted .260 last year. 1-0. That is outside for ball, too. Thanks, Hardcore. Appreciate you. What kind of cheese would be good? Cooper Sharp cheese is great. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first, and there's 2 gone. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Runners at the corners. The toss back over to first. It's not in time. Canada, that game must have been in a rain delay, because that was supposed to start at 7. The 2-1 pitch. This one is floated out over towards the right field side. It'll get down for a base hit, and Mexico will get another run home. 3-0. A bloop RBI single, and Nick Gonzalez comes through. Right off the end of the bat. Got a little bit underneath it. Carvalho was playing in over on the first base side. There was no chance he was going to get there. It's already a 3-0 start. And Ala Thomas, the center fielder, is due up. Here's the pitch to Thomas. It's a fastball. Taken right at the knees for strike 1. I really like their uniforms. They're really awesome. Team Mexico. Brazil's is really cool too, though. 0-1 pitch. It's low. Kobe Jack is good too. I knew it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Down for ball 2. JJ, I'm cooking. What time do you want to eat? What time is it? 8:36 over here? Probably after the game. So I'll probably eat around like 11. 2-1 pitch. It's a foul ball. By the way, chat, there is a starting pitcher can only throw up to 65 pitches in this round. There is a mercy rule. If you lead by 15 runs after 5 innings, the game is over. And if you lead by 10 after 7 innings, the game is over. We saw a mercy rule today. Juan Soto hit a 2-run shot. JJ has to print out a menu, Dallas. Dude, that's so cool. That's funny. 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit out to left field. Another run is going to come on in to score. The throw to home plate is not in time, and that'll make it 4-0. That actually was closer than I thought, but Nacho Alvarez Jr. scores, and Mexico takes a 4-0 lead. Went the opposite way, hit it out to left field. Not a bad throw by Victor Mascai. It ended up taking a bounce right in front of Carmo, but he was late on the swipe. And a really good slide by Alvarez. Thomas was even signaling safe. Ardino now with 27 pitches. Mexico, unlike the Phillies, understand that Taiwan needs some run support. That's funny. So now it's Ortiz who comes on up. And he takes a called strike. The ball's 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch to Ortiz. He fouls it away. So, chat, I missed the whole thing as to, I mean, for those of you that follow hockey, I missed the whole thing as to why I missed the press conference from Briere. I haven't been able to watch it. How come they held on to Rasmus? No balls, 2 strikes. 2 away. 2 runners on. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit sharply over to short. And the flip on over to second is in time. The inning is over. However, Mexico does send 9 men up to the plate. And they put up 4 runs in the first inning. And we will now head to the second. 4-0 Mexico. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. JJ has to print out a menu. Are we doing fantasy baseball this year? I don't think so, man. I mean, it was a lot for me to do last year. I don't really have time. I haven't made a draft yet. I haven't made the rules. Haven't done any of that. I'm not going to do it this year. I know that Dr. DeLay is. If you guys want to join his fantasy, you most certainly can. He posted it on his community tab, so you can go over there and you can join. I don't know how many people are left to sign up, but you can do that. Why don't you use Nightbot? Any reason? I use it because I was just told that Botrix and Stream Elements are good. You think Nightbot's better? Because he stinks and no one wanted to give him good compensation. Well, I know that, but I'm curious if, like, Danny Briere said, like, you know, we were trying to shop him, you know, but, like, the offers weren't good. Like, I don't know. All right, we are going to the second inning. How we doing on the likes, chat? The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Vitor Ito is up to bat. The 0-1. It's a foul ball. Up high for a ball. Walker out there for his second inning of work. And the 1-2 pitch is a foul ball over towards the right side. This is our 13th game that we've covered. One, two, foul ball. Grinding, man. Really trying to put in that work. 62 people watching. 30 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. And then we'll head back on over to the screen. And then in the morning, we got Korea playing against Australia. We'll be covering that game. So if you want to get up early with us again, you most certainly can. 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Man, after this tournament, I might just take a couple of days. Really. I might just take a couple of days just to reset. I didn't think it was going to be this much. I knew it was going to be a lot. 1-2. That's a foul ball. And it goes back towards the screen. I didn't expect it to be this much, though, man. But it's been fun. I've really been, as the 1-2 is outside and high for ball 2. I was saying this the other day. You know, this is probably, and I'm being dead serious when I say this, as the 2-2 is outside for ball 3, I think that I'm, like, having the most fun that I've ever had streaming just from doing this. I really feel that way. And I hope that you guys can see that. I think it is. Like, I think that you can see that this is just, like, raw emotion, you know? But I hope that that is being displayed. Because I've been really having a blast with these games. 3-2, downstairs for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk here in the top of the second inning by Vitor Ito. I feel like it has to show. Lucas Rojo is now going to come on up to the plate, so the leadoff man is aboard. That is the second walk that Walker has allowed. Here's the throw over to first, and the throw is not in time. I can't even keep up with chat, man. Crazy. Leadoff man at first, and the pitch. It's high at 91 miles per hour. Celtics beat the Cavs today 109-98. Lakers beat the Knicks 110-97. Damn. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. One and one is the count. The pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the throw over to first by the catcher. Not in time. No tag even applied over at first. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch down in the way for ball 2. Anyone in the chat actually from Mexico or from Brazil or has family from Mexico or Brazil? 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 1. Walker is able to get a strikeout. And Victor Muskai is now coming on up. So far in the WBC, he's 1 for 6 with a homer and 2 RBI. And he has a check swing ground ball over right in front of the mound. Catcher bare hands. It takes off the mask, fires a strike over to first. And the barehanded throw is in plenty of time. And it'll get out number 2. Ito does advance on over to second base. Could have skipped over the next score. I could have. The pitch. There's a called strike. The ball's in 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's down in the way for a ball. There's a graphic up that says that Alejandro Kirk had the 2nd highest fielding value amongst catchers. The pitch is up high for a ball. I'm curious as to how they measure that stat. 2-1 pitch. Line drive hit out over to left field. That's caught, and the inning is over. Arozarena makes the catch. Hard contact. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Man, 4-0 Mexico. You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for being on here. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you very, very much. Nacho's family. Haha. Go Mexico. Let's go. Drop those flags down below, my friend. Happy to see somebody that's from Mexico on here. Same thing with Brazil as well. Definitely love it when y'all show those flags down low. It's cool. We do like a radio play-by-play style of a call here on Play-by-Play with JJ. It's literally in the title. But we do it for baseball. We were covering the World Baseball Classic. And we're also, of course, covering the Phillies. The pitch. Here's a fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and Sharon Duran is able to find the seats. And just like that, it's 5-0 Mexico. got the sombrero. That's cool. Randy Arozarena is due up next. He doubled his first time up and looks at strike one at the knees at 94 miles per hour. Duran just hit that thing out to right, got a good piece of the baseball, and ended up hitting it into the third row. 0-1, swing and a miss. Randy was late on the heater. That came at 93 miles per hour. No balls, 2 strikes. Pardino gets set again. And the pitch. Rosarina pops over towards shallow right field. Second baseman Rojo is there, makes the catch, calls off everybody else. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. We just got to the 8,400 marker. We've been grinding really hard. This is our 12th baseball game that we've done from the World Baseball Classic. 12th, like, full stream. So we've been fully committed. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit inside to Aranda for ball 1. Aranda had himself an RBI single and a run scored. One-oh pitch inside. Two balls, no strikes. Pardino kicks, fires. There's a grounder hit over towards the right side. Second baseman knocks it down, throws it over to first. And 2 outs made here in the bottom of the second. And it'll be Alejandro Kirk who comes on up next. Here is Alejandro Kirk. He's 1 for 1. He had an RBI double back in the first. He'll call for time. Kirk is now 27 years old. The pitch. It's outside for a ball. Was a Silver Slugger back in 2022. And an All-Star in 2025 and in 2022. 1-0 pitch. Down low for ball 2. So 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second. Mexico is up 5-0. Walker has looked pretty good so far. 2-0 pitch. Bouncer, hit over towards the shortstop. Ito has it, throws it over to first. And the inning is over. Jaron Durando able to go yard and make it 5-0 Mexico. And we played 2 frames, and we'll head over to the 3rd inning. Oh, man. Canada's up 1-0. Israel leads it 5-0. Tomorrow you got Korea playing Australia at 6. We'll be up for that. Dominican Republic plays against Israel at 12. Colombia plays Panama at 12. Oh, wait, but Colombia is eliminated, right? Great Britain's also 0-3. Aren't they eliminated too? Oh, but they probably still have to play. Brazil is 0-2. So then you got Venezuela, who is 2-0, playing on Nicaragua at 7 o'clock. And then Cuba plays Puerto Rico. That's going to be a really good game. We might cover that. And then Mexico plays USA, and that game is at 8 o'clock. That game will be on Fox. Might cover that Cuba-Puerto Rico game. Korea versus Australia should be good. Dominican Republic plays Israel. We'll cover that game. Look at chat, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it when y'all are just talking amongst yourselves. It's great. The pitch. It's outside. Taken for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. The pitch, and that's a foul ball. Gabriel Maciel is in the box. Walker kicks, deals, and there's a foul ball. Hit over towards the left side. One-two pitch. Popped up into foul ground. The catch will be made by Nacho Alvarez Jr. right in front of the netting, and there's out number 1. Do any of you guys have an air fryer? Speaking of food machines or kitchen gear, or what's the right word? I can't even think. But do any of you have an air fryer? If so, what do you guys put in the air fryer? The ball is 1 strike. Lucas Ramirez tonight walked. 3 homers in rookie and high A ball last year. The ball is in 1 strike. We had a late timeout signaled. Walker with 52 pitches. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. It was a nasty pitch. And there's out number 2. Ramirez is down, swinging on strikes. The pitch. That is down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Foul ball. Surely sounds good. 1-1. That's outside for ball 2. The pitch. That's a foul ball. Hit over towards the right side. And so it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Air fryer's good for fries. Yep. Breaded shrimp, stuffed peppers. You ever have fried Oreos with the air fryer? Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Do people actually do that? Is that like an actual thing? Maybe that sounds dumb. 3-2 now is the count. Carvalho is in the box. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Hit out over towards shallow right field. Rosarina's there. The catch is made, and the inning is over. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. 5-0 Mexico. Fried Oreo sounds diabolical. I like it. Yeah, at the shore, they definitely have fried Oreos, and they are my favorite. It's so good. So good job by Walker. Ends up getting out of the inning. And we are going to go to the bottom of the third. They're so good. We have an air fryer. The wife uses that more than I do. This is long ball. You had to fry Oreos, candy bars, etc. for an event once, did you? So I used to be in a youth group. It was sort of like a brotherhood, like that type of a thing when I was in high school. We had a deep fry meal event. That's what it was. And somebody thought that it would be a really good idea. I mean, people were bringing Oreos, I mean, all different types of stuff, you know, like regular things that you would actually put in a deep fryer. Somebody literally brought a hoagie from Wawa and put it in the deep fryer. It was crazy. We're all like looking at him. He was like, "What?" That was wild. You can deep fry anything, and I mean anything. Yeah. I just don't know if hoagies are, you know, like my number one thing that I would choose to deep fry, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Ben, what's going on, Ben? How you doing, man? Deep fried pickles, yep. Had that. Bottom of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Rowdy Tellez is up to bat. The pitch. It's grounded on over towards the third baseman. The throw over to first, and Tellez beats it out. And that is an infield single to start off the bottom of the third inning. Let's go. So Tellez, who got intentionally walked, is now on base for the second time today. It's a very good crowd out at Dakin Park. Tellez hustled. And now it's Nacho Alvarez Jr. The pitch is up high for a ball. Chat, if you've seen Nacho Alvarez Jr. bat, does it kind of remind you a little bit of Nolan Arenado's stance? Because for some reason it does, to me. I don't know if I'm just crazy or if that actually sounds legit. The pitch, swing and a miss. Because I feel like the way that he waves the bat and the way that he holds it, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Arenado's stance. So the count is now 1-2. Deep fried Twinkies. One ball, two strikes. Bottom of the third. 5-0 Mexico. Pardino on the mound. Alvarez will step on out of the box. Take a couple of practice swings. And he'll come back on in. Damn, Bedard got a game-winning goal. That's his 26th of the season. 1-2. It's up high for a ball. You can see Arenado? Okay. I hope I was like, am I crazy? But it kind of looks a little bit to me like Arenado. It just does. Two balls, two strikes. 5-0 Mexico. Bottom of the third. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to short. The throw to second, there's one. Here's the throw to first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. And Nick Gonzalez is up next. It was an excellent flip, too. Ito's smiling. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. Gonzalez heading the count 1-0. There's the wave. Camera was following them all out to right field, panning just towards the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mexico leads at 5-0 in the bottom of the third with 2 away. Here's the 1-1 offering. That's a foul ball, and out of play she goes. One ball, 2 strikes. Pardino with pitch number 50, and it's popped up. Hit out over towards the right side. And the catch, we played 3 frames, and we'll head to the top of the 4th inning, 5-0 Mexico. Be right back. Go to the 4th. 5-zip Mexico. How did we get here, JJ? Great question. Well, Jonathan Aranda in the bottom of the first had himself an RBI single. Alejandro Kirk had an RBI double. And Nick Gonzalez had an RBI single as well. And then Jaron Duran hit a a solo home run in the second. 2 balls, no strikes. We're missing something else. What was the other thing? Aranda had the RBI single. Kirk had the RBI double. Gonzalez had the RBI infield single. And then Thomas had the RBI single as well. Pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards Ortiz. Fields it. Throws it over to first. And the first out is made. 64 pitches for Taijuan Walker. And his night is going to be done. So Walker does go 3 1/3 of an inning. And 5-0 is the score. Mexico leads it. And Walker, you would think that his night's going to be done. Gil is going to go out there to talk to Walker. He will signal something over to the bullpen, and now he's going to take him out. Okay. So Taijuan Walker is done. 3 1/3, no hits allowed, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Gets a little curtain call from the fans as well, and gives a little tip of the cap. So what didn't I write down? I had Gonzalez with the RBI single, right? Al Thomas with the RBI single. Kirk with the RBI double. I guess that I forgot to mention that Thomas had the RBI double. Got it. Okay. And then for Brazil, nobody has gotten a hit. The only guy that's gotten on, right, is Ito. And also Ramirez. They both got on with a walk. Chat, let us know where you guys are tuning on in from. If you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to come on here and chat. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk to me. Ask me questions. Just talk. Or you can just sit in the background, of course, and just listen on into the game. That's cool, too. That's awesome. Will we see Manny's son in the majors soon? I don't know, man. Maybe like in a year or two. Definitely not this year, though. I'll put it to you that way. But maybe in like 2 years. 2 to 3 is what I would say. Oh. A new one every year. That's why I use the firebox of my steel smoker. That's cool. Pitch. It's taken for a ball. Roel Ramirez with Taijuana last year is on the pitch. The 1-0 that is in there for a called strike. This is Gabriel Gomez. 0 for 1. He struck out. Right-handed hitter. And the pitch. Up high for a ball. Wood chips. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. Over towards the left side. And the count is now 2-2. Oh, man. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Hit on out of play. Manager for Team Brazil, Yuichi Matsumoto. I remember Matsumoto. 2-2. It's down for a ball. Thiago Caldera is the bench coach. Felipe Natel is the bench coach. And they got Paulo Orlando as the hitting coach. Pedro Okuda as the infield coach. 3-2, foul ball. Andre Rienzo is the pitching coach, and then at first base, it's Marcos Guimaraes. And then Ronaldo Sato is the third base coach. The catching coach is Jan Gomes. That's cool. 3-2. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. And there is a one-out walk here in the top of the fourth inning. Jan Gomes from Cleveland. Gustavo Agasara is the batting practice pitcher. And then Marcio Kikuchi is the bullpen catcher. And the bullpen coach is Kleber Ojima. One out, top of the fourth. Ito is up, and he fights this one off out over towards the front. I thought maybe that was going to die for a hit, but Aranda turned over his shoulder and caught it right at the belt, and there's out number 2. So 2 away. Makes it look so easy. Two outs, top of the fourth. And Rojo will get another crack at it. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. For Mexico, it's Dave Nilsson who's the manager. Michael Collins is the bench coach. Chris Adamson is the hitting coach. I always like looking at these because I'm like, who are former players? Jim Bennett is the pitching coach. Shane Watson, first base coach. And at third, it's Andrew Graham. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, top of the fourth. Runner on over at first. And the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. And Rosarina drifts back and makes the catch just shy of the warning track. And the side is retired. No runs. 1 man left. We played 3.5 and go to the bottom of the fourth inning out at Dakin Park. Alec Thomas will lead things off when Team Mexico returns. So Ramirez does his job. Gets out of the inning. Only gave up 1 walk through a good amount of strikes there. It's good. By the way, Israel leads it 5-0. That game is in the bottom of the 7th now. Canada's up 2-1 against Panama. Toro had the RBI double for Canada. Castillo had an RBI single. And then Denzel Clark had an RBI single as well in that game. For Israel, as they lead at 5-0, Dean Kramer, 4 1/3 of an inning he went today. 2 hits allowed, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Harrison Bader had an RBI single. Medlinger had a RBI single as well, and so did Levinson. He actually had a 2-run single, and Carrig singled to center. They ended up getting 4 runs in the 5th, and 1 in. They are combined 0 for 12, 0 for 11 actually. Vientos is 1 for 3. And in the Panama game, Sosa is 0 for 2, in case you're wondering. Castillo did get an RBI base hit. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Thomas, Ortiz, and Duran. That is 8, 9, and 1 due up in the batting order. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well, chat. Again, thank you all very, very much for the support on here. You guys are the absolute best. You really are. We got 47 people watching, 36 likes. Let's try to get to 45, baby. Pitch. It's in there for a strike. And that'll make the count now 0-1 to Thomas. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Pardino comes set and deals. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Buffalo won 8-7 against the Lightning. That is a high-scoring game. Holy smokes. Next pitch. Foul ball. Gosh. It's got to be like one of the highest-scoring games of the year. When's it too early? I don't know, man. I don't get the whole broadcaster jinx thing, but what do I know? 0-2. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And so there is a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th. And a good hit there. All right, let's go. Looks like Thomas got a pitch towards the outside corner. Supposed to be a slider. It had a little bit more bite to it towards the outside, but it only hit the outside corner. Charge! Had a .230 average last year with the Brewers. 45 RBI as well. It takes a pine inside for ball 1. I'm surprised that Pardino has lasted this long. 55 pitches. He is nearing the end here. Has 10 more pitches left to play with. 1-0, tie for ball 2. $15 total goals. That's a high-scoring game, man. 2-0 to Ortiz. It's in there for a called strike. So this was just posted on FS1. Okay. They just put up a graphic here. And we'll read this. So the toss on over to first is not in time. So the first round tiebreaker. Okay. The 2 highest ranked teams advance to the next round. Okay. In each pool. Right. If there are 2 or more teams in a pool with identical records, the tiebreaker rules would be applied to rank them accordingly. As the pitch is grounded right through the hole out to right field for a hit, Thomas will head over to third. The throw is off the line, and so Thomas goes over to third, and there is a single. Advancing on over to second base is Ortiz in the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be Jarren Duran who's now coming on up. Charge! Duran, who ended up knocking one out of the yard, is 1 for 2. Each step of tiebreaker rules is implemented sequentially until advancing teams are identified. But, what is the tiebreaker? If there are 2 or more teams in a pool with identical records, then tiebreaker rules would be applied to rank them accordingly. Yeah, but how did they rank them? They don't specify that. 1 ball, no strikes to Jarren Duran. Each step of tiebreaker rules is implemented sequentially until advancing teams are identified. I'd need an example of that in order to process that. 1-0. It's a check swing fly ball hit out over to left field, and the sliding catch is no good. And that makes it 7-0 Mexico, just like that. That's a check swing double out to left field. Victor Mascai, remember we saw him try to dive a little bit earlier in the game. Couldn't get to the ball. This time, he went over towards his right, tried to make the catch by the line, sort of backhanded, and it just deflected off the bottom of the glove. So it's 7-0 Mexico. And that is going to do it for Pardino. So Pardino, his night is done. 3 innings, 9 hits, and a total of 7 earned runs. Actually, 10 hits, really. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Basketball announcers always make guys miss free throws. Oh, man. It's funny. Crazy they were on each other's tails. Didn't it remind you of the, you know what I'm talking about, right? Hardcore. When JT, I believe, was it JT behind Harper last year? You know what I'm talking about. It was like back-to-back. Runs were scored. Let's go. Mexico's running away with this game. Yep. 7-zip. Still in the bottom of the 4th. 8 more runs until the mercy rule is applied for 5 innings. It's now 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Damn, 74,000 views over the last 48 hours. What is this? It's insane. It's unreal. All right, very quick step off. Nope, never mind. Okay, I'll have to just hold it. Not that. Just got to blow. Arena is up, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Gabriel Barbosa is on the pitch. 33 games last year, 8 starts, and a 3.62 ERA. In single A, high A, and double A combined. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch inside for ball 2. Ugh. 2-0 is the count to Randy Arozarena. And he'll take the next pitch inside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. That is inside for ball 4. And Randy Arozarena will walk his way over to first. And Jonathan Aranda is coming on up again. So that 2-run base hit was actually ruled as a hit by Duran. Aranda in the box, red batting gloves. And the pitch to Aranda, it's a fastball right down Broad Street for strike 1. I got a hot take, chat. Jonathan Aranda, all-star this year. Is that even a hot take? 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. Is that even a hot take? One ball, 1 strike. Most walks in a single game. Brazil was 17. That was against... It was against the U.S. 1-1 pitch, inside and low for ball 2. And the U.S. play Mexico tomorrow night. Two balls, one strike. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was in the dirt. Count is down 2-2. Doug says, will the game go 9? Not at this rate. Definitely not at this rate. Duran at second. And over at first is Randy Arozarena. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The stretch, the pitch, high for ball 3. And the count is now full. Never went over who the crew chief was for tonight. I do apologize about that. I'll pop up the screen back up in a second. Just give me 1 sec. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and there is 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here we go. So the umpires, it's Scott Berry who's calling the balls and the strikes. Cesar Quintana is at first, Brendan Millers at second, and Robert Nunez is over at third base. There we go. Here comes Alejandro Kirk for the 3rd time tonight. He has 51 homers in his major league career and is playing in season number 7 with the Toronto Blue Jays. Hard to believe it's been that long. 1-0 pitch. That looked like a strike, but it was called a ball by Scott Berry. 2-0 is the count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And no throw made back on over to second base. All right, how we doing on the likes, chat? How are we doing on the likes? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. We got 44 people watching, 40 likes. That's great. Let's go. We'll take it. We will definitely take it. You guys are the best. 2-0 is the count. The stretch and the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. And that ball is crushed. It's 10-0 Mexico. Golfed right out to left center field by Alejandro Kirk. There's the sombrero. Kirk waves to the crowd and gives him a little tip. So 10-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Tellez is up. And the pitch, that is down low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, down for ball 2. And so now the count is 2-0. Kirk is a monster. He is, dude. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. And he's a good defensive catcher. Like when you look, you know, like he's good defensively. 2-1. Foul ball over towards the right side. And so the count is now 2-2. The pitch. Outside again for ball 3. Rowdy was on the Mariners and the Rangers. Of course, he spent time with the Blue Jays, and he was also on the Pirates, too, if I recall. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball right over towards the second baseman. Picks it up, throws it over to first. That's in time over to Carvalho for out number 2. Largest bat speed increase, another interesting analytic. Bryce Terang had a 66.2% bat speed, and then it increased up to 70.5. But Kirk had the highest one from last year, from 2 years ago to last year. I don't know how they come up with these analytics. It's crazy. 1 ball, no strikes to Nacho Alvarez Jr., who will get a crack at it once again. He's 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch off the plate and taken for ball 2 at 91 miles per hour. So the game has to go to 7 innings for the 10-run rule? Yes. But it has to go to 5 for the 15-run rule. 5 and another base hit up the middle, and Nacho Alvarez Jr. gets on for the first time tonight. Mexico in this game so far has now 12 hits, and Brazil doesn't even... Man, they've only gotten on base once. They've only gotten on base once. So 10-0 Mexico. And it looks like we have a pitch comm device issue. Therefore, we have another stoppage in play. They just went to a break. Are they taking them out? Yes, so. All right. So we'll be right back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. They're showing a video of Randy Arozarena signing baseball, signing jerseys, and taking selfies with fans. That's cool. Bottom of the 4th, Nick Gonzalez is up, 2 away, a runner over at first. 4th inning, I thought it was the 7th. Well, time flies when you're having fun, my friend. Again, this is more so a little bit laid back for me. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, ground ball right through the hole for a base hit out to left field. And Nick Gonzalez gets on base. So, and now Thomas is going to come on up again. Let's go. Charge! This is Wayo Marostica. 14 games and 7 starts last year. Right-handed pitcher gets set above the belt. And the pitch to Thomas, up high and away for ball 1. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. Let's keep it going. The 1-0 pitch. That was a curve that looked like a strike all the way clearly, but it was called a ball. Gosh. That was clearly a strike. I'm so looking forward to the ABS system. 2-0 pitch. That is up high and away for ball 3. And so the count is now 3-0. Rosarina had 6 doubles in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. I remember he went off. That was the most doubles in single World Baseball Classic history. 3-0 pitch. That is a fastball taken right down the hatch at 89 miles per hour for strike 1. Wonder if they'll serve up some meatballs for Bryce or Kyle. We'll see. We shall see. The 3-1 pitch. That's low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Joey Ortiz is up next. I like sourdough too. Italian's not bad. That sounds good. Here is Joey Ortiz. Here we go. Pitch number 1 to Joey. It's in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher. He doesn't know where it is. 1 run scores, and the runners advance over to second and third. And that makes it 11-0 in the bottom of the 4th. This could actually end in the 5th. Gosh. One ball, no strikes. And time is called by Ortiz. That'd be kind of interesting to see. Will it end in the 5th? If Ortiz gets a hit here, then I guess that makes it even more likely. 1-0. That pitch is called a ball. Was in the zone again. 2-0 is the count to Joey Ortiz. That sounds good. Hardcore. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Hit on the upper tier of the zone. Two balls, 1 strike. 11-0 Mexico against Brazil in the World Baseball Classic. Pitch to Ortiz. He pops this one up. Sky high over towards the third base side and foul ground. And it will just get on out of play into about the 3rd row or so. Arostica with 11 pitches. It's allowed a hit and a walk. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 delivery to Ortiz, and he bounces this one over towards the third baseman, and here's the throw over to first, and that is in time for out number 3. We will now head to the 5th inning. 11-0 Mexico, and we'll step aside and be right back. Guy is in the box. He's already down in the count 0-1. The pitch from Ramirez. That's in there for strike 2. Already got some action going on in the Mexico bullpen. And they lead it 11-0. 0-2 pitch. It's low. Taken for ball 1. Alejandro Ozuna is out in right field. There's 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ramirez with 15 pitches. 1-2. Foul ball. How about a meatball sandwich with the hard crust Italian butt followed out? Dump the meatball sauce and cheese in it. It's so good. Hollowed out. Wow. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. There's out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. What's your favorite thing to cook? Like, cook for dinner. What's your favorite thing to cook for dinner? Or one of your favorite things to cook? That's for anybody, since we're on the topic of food. You put meatballs in my cereal if they would let me. How my grandma would make them. Wow. 1-0 pitch, grounded over towards the second baseman, and throw one over to first. That's in time for out number 2. So there's 2 away in the top of the 5th. So, like, if you had company over, right? Like, family, you know, like, what's something that you like to make with people over. My meatloaf burgers and my lasagna. That's what you like? A plain old hand-patted cheeseburger. Let's go. That sounds good. I'm coming to your place for dinner. I am, man. No balls, one strike. Ribs or roast chicken. I like that, too. 0-1. It's down. Taken for a ball. That's the two that I get requested the most. Got you. London Broil. Nice. 1-1. Line drive, base it out to left field over towards the third base line. A Rosarina does get over to it. There's a 2-out opposite field single here in the top of the fifth. London Broil. How do you do it, if you don't mind me asking? How do you make it? Sometimes the best things can be the simplest. That's true, too. My stuffed chicken breasts are popular, too. Yep. That's awesome. Do you put, like, any, like, seasoning or, you know, like what types of, you know, do you have, like, a little sauce that you make, too? No balls, one strike. Runner over at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. I do not cook for other people or guests because I do not want to be charged with mass murder, says Mark. I'm a terrible cook. Understand, man. I understand. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there is out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth. Alejandro Ozuna is going to come on up to the plate when the game resumes. Roasted chicken on a beer can. You grill it, you slice it thin, serve with roasted asparagus. I just used the Montreal beef seasoning mix. Nice. That's cool. London broil. That's awesome. I'll have to try that. That sounds really good. I'm definitely taking notes. I am. Israel wins 5-0. What's something that I should try to make? I don't really cook much, but like I'm into like learning like, you know, how to. Like how to like make something nice, you know, something not like eggs or, you know, like the simplest things. Like I wanna, you know, do something cool. Like I've made macaroni salad and like that's really cool. Uber Eats is it. Make a great smoked cheddar mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Can't cook London broil well done. It's got to be a bit bloody, says DJ Jean. Meatloaf is a good meal to practice on. Meatloaf. Okay. Start with pulled pork, JJ. I keep kosher with that, so I can't have pork. All right, so we're in the bottom of the fifth inning. 11-0 Mexico. 12 pitches. There's Nishiyama, who's out in left field, and Hayashida, who is now catching. 11-0 in the bottom of the fifth. 4 more runs and the ball game is over. Alejandro Ozuna with the Rangers. Batted .212, and he had 2 homers and 15 RBI last year. Also posted the .591 OPS. He's in the box, and he takes ball 1. Marostica is still pitching. Pull chicken then. Gotcha. No. You're good. You're good. You didn't know. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's a foul ball. One and 1 is the count. There's 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The windup and the pitch. There's a fly ball hit over towards right center field. The catch is made by Ramirez for out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th. So what's coming up on the WBC for our schedule? So we got a game tomorrow morning at 6. We'll be covering that. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think we'll do the Dominican Republic-Israel game. And then tomorrow night, I was going to do Cuba-Puerto Rico because I figured that game was going to be more interesting than USA versus, well, USA does play Mexico. Okay, I thought that USA played Brazil, and I forgot they just played Brazil. Let's do a vote. No balls, 1 strike. Okay. We'll post it after the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, foul, and out of play. All right. Do we do the USA game tomorrow, or do we do Puerto Rico? If you were to choose one. If we did Puerto Rico, then I would obviously finish out by doing the rest of the USA game. But those might be 2 good games. So we'll do a vote. And I'll make a poll. Because I think that you guys should have a vote. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ornelas is in the box. And the 1-2, and that's a foul ball. And then people are going to say USA. And I'll do it. One ball, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 5th. Ornelas in the box facing Marostica, who kicks and deals and is fouled away. This guy's just thrown like 81. His fastball has gotten up to 89. I think maybe it actually hit 90 once. The next pitch, there's a 91 mile per hour fastball. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll make a poll. Two-two pitch. Grounded foul once again. And that will be a souvenir. Should we do U.S. game or Puerto Rico? 2-2. That's outside. Taken for ball 3. Puerto Rico or U.S. All right, there's the poll. 3-2 pitch. It's high and away for ball 4. And that will put another base runner on for Mexico. I think it's important to leave you guys with options, you know? Especially when it comes to something like this. It's important to listen to your chat, listen to your customers, you know? That's why I like the voting system. Here's the pitch to Meneses. He takes it up high and inside for a ball. Joey Meneses pinch hitting for Jonathan Aranda in this spot. He took that thing way up high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Marostica gets set and deals. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards the shortstop. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, not in time, and first baseman couldn't dig it out properly, but the catcher went to go back it up. And the inning will continue. So you let us know. Puerto Rico, which will be at 7, or the U.S. game, which will be at 8 tomorrow night. Which one should we do? Say that Maxi's going to miss the next 2 games while undergoing additional tests for sprain suffered Saturday against the Hawks. Damn. It's too bad. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And Wilson comes on up. It's just a cool atmosphere. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. It's a wild pitch, and it'll cause Meneses to go on over to second base and advance into scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Let's go. USA. Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And here's the pitch that is in the zone for strike 2. Ten years ago, you're shutting down clubs in Tampa. Today, I'm talking recipes and going to bed early. This is TJG. 1-2 pitch. That is up high for ball 2. Yeah, but you're still having a good time, though. That's what matters. You know? But I hear you. 2-2 pitch. Inside for ball 3. So the count is full. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wilson in the box for Team Mexico. 3-2 pitch, line drive, and there's another base hit out to left field. Meneses will easily score. 12-0 Mexico. And he's at second with an RBI double. This is the biggest blowout, I think, of the tournament. 12's it. It's bigger than the 12-1 game. That felt a little bit closer like this. Because that game didn't start off that way. You know, this has just been a totally different type of a game. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Rowdy Tellez, and it's in the zone for strike 1. Right down the middle. Oh, 1. Line drive, foul ball. What stuff is we can jump out for snacking or probably killing JJ. He wants food, says hardcore. Nah, I'm good. I love it when you guys are chatting, man. Like, I don't care like what you guys are chatting about. Like that to me is like what makes this whole thing, you know? Like, you can just sit on here, you can listen to a game, and you can talk amongst yourselves. Like, I genuinely, and I really mean this, like, I love that. I really do. Like, that to me is what this is all about. 0-2. That is outside for a ball. So, but, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll eat something a little bit later. I might actually just go to bed after this. Try to actually get a little bit of more sleep. 1-2. Fly down over towards left field. The catch is made. This side is retired. And we're going to go to the 6th inning. 12-0 Mexico. Osvaldo Carvalho will lead it off. But no, like, that's what to me, like, this is all about. Like, you know, I don't care, like, even if you guys, like, are, like, not, like, you know, answering, like, my questions. I really love it when you guys are just chatting amongst yourselves. Like, I'm hoping that that's eventually, like, what this becomes, you know. Like, I want you guys, of course, to ask me questions. But, you know, like, that's why I encourage you to, like, talk amongst yourselves. Like, that's why I'm always thinking to myself, like, how can I get chat more involved, you know? And it's so good, like, when you guys are doing that. I actually think that Dallas Modgro really started this whole convo, so I got to give her a lot of credit because it's good. It's really, really good. We were talking UFC the other night. Yep, exactly. It's like that to me is what this whole thing is all about. So if you're having fun on here and you're enjoying the experience and you're having good conversation, then this is just background noise, and I love it. I love that. And then think about it from, like, my perspective, too. Like, you know, like, if you're on here, like, the whole thing that you're trying to do is trying to figure out, like, how to get people just to come on and just to talk. Like, of course, like, there's other people that are also tuning on in from the background, and, like, we understand that. There's people that are during the workday that are just, you know, busy and they just turn it on just for background noise. Like, I totally get that. I'm not, like, dismissing that at all. But if you're on here, if you're on your phone, if you have nothing else to do, like, I always like to encourage people to talk, especially when you guys talk to each other, because guess what? Now you guys are getting along, and this is how friendships and this is how bonds are made. And that's what I love about community. And that's the truth. I had a telemarketing job for like 3 days. Every other one has been in the kitchen, says Lomball. It's funny. This is a sport and a food channel. And music. And music. I just like it when we talk, man. You love your sports talk as well. Yeah, man. Like, we can... It's a beautiful thing. I always described it as a virtual baby, as a virtual neighborhood bar. That's right. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. Yep. The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. But in order for you to get that, like, you gotta work for that. And that's the challenge on my end. Alexander Armenta is going to pitch. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch. That's at 97 at the knees. Taken for strike 1. A lot of defensive changes for Team Mexico. They got Meneses over at first, Serna at second. Gil is over at third. There's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-2 count. And then at shortstop, Gonzalez maneuvers over from second to short. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This guy's firing 99 miles per hour. Osvaldo Carvalho is up to bat. 0 for 2. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun, and there's out number 1. Let's go. All right, so if Mexico scores 3 more runs in the bottom of the 6th, of course, if the score holds, then the game is over. And then if it's still a 10-run differential after the 7th inning, then the game is over. It's your baby, JJ. Yeah. That's exactly what this is. Here's the pitch. And it's up high. Just say, Murdoch, shut up. I can't do that to you. I love it when you ask questions. Here's the 1-0. It's down for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The next pitch, ground ball right through the whole out to right field for a base hit past the dive of Meneses. And there's a 1-out opposite field single in the top of the 6th inning. Kind of surprised that he threw that pitch. Was a little bit more expecting that was going to be more inside in that type of situation, but went down the middle, and he took advantage. Gomes is up to bat. And the pitch, swing and the miss. Now, I wonder if this is Yan Gomes' if this guy's related to Yan. Because Yan is also, we mentioned before that he is the bullpen catcher. 0-1. That's in the zone and taken for strike 2. Have to get ready to clock in. Thanks, JJ. Take care, everyone. You too, Doug. You too, Doug. I don't know if you left, but thank you for being on here, man. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss. That fastball was above the strike zone at 96 towards the outside part of the plate. And 2 gone in the top of the 6th. Sports, music, food, TV, movies, comics. I will not shut up. I enjoy chatting with folks, and I enjoy having you, man. Like I genuinely mean that. Like I welcome all of that. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. I mean, like you guys would be really shocked, of course, because you guys come on here a lot. But I'm really not like as much of a talker. You know, I'm more of a listener, and sort of. I guess like over the last couple of years, I think that has been something that I've been trying to transition to when I'm doing this, as the 0-1 is on the outside corner for strike 2. And that's a little bit uncomfortable for me at times. It doesn't look that way, but that is the truth. I mean, I've done public speaking, and I enjoy that, but when you're just trying to think of like, how to stir up a conversation or how to make conversation, really. Not stir up, but how to make conversation. That's something that I'm trying to get better and better at. There's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And that is going to put runners over at first and third base. Ito just got it on through. In the top of the 6th inning, there's 2 gone. Rojo is now up to bat. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Runners at the corners. And the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. And the fact that we're also doing this during a blowout is awesome as well. Like, that really means that this is, you know, when it's not a blowout and not as many people are talking, it's a little bit different. The ball is 1 strike. 2 away. And the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Anytime I need a glaze for a ham, I use Dr. Pepper with a little brown sugar. Huh? No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out at 98. What a pitching performance by him. That guy's good, man. Armenta, look out for him. This guy throws gas. He's able to strike out the side. It's great. It's tough to get to know strangers. I get that, JJ. Yeah, it is, but you know, I like being out in social settings. I do. Like, don't get me wrong. I like to do that, but it's definitely easier like when people come up to me first to make conversation. But you know, plus, like, going to the bar nowadays, I don't like to make excuses, but it's a little bit different, like, than it was years ago, because people are on their phones a little bit more, and people, you know, hang out, like, with their cliques and that type of stuff, and it's a lot easier, like, when you go with friends. I've tended to notice that. It's easier when you go with friends, especially ones that are, like, you know, outgoing, and you fit more into the crowd, that type of a thing, you know? Same JJ, and somehow we ended up talking for a living. It's weird. And in some ways, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Like, this doesn't feel uncomfortable. Like, when I'm calling the game itself, that doesn't feel uncomfortable. Like, that feels like I'm in, like, my natural habitat. Like, the challenge for me, and I will shut up about this, I promise, but the natural challenge for me is figuring out, like, how do I get my chat engaged? And I always think about that. You know, it's tough now, especially with all these streams, because, again, like, we're doing so many, so, like, I can't come up with different conversation points, kind of like what I do during Philly season, or what I'm going to do during Philly season. But, you know, this is just a little bit different, because we're just streaming back and forth. Like, it's back-to-back streams. So that presents its own challenges. And luckily, knock on wood, like, the equipment's been great. I'm so happy that we got this equipment, man. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Gill is going to fly out to left. Got underneath it. There's 1 out. I really don't like the sound of my own voice. You couldn't tell if you watched one of my streams as long ball. You know, I used to not like my voice. A lot of broadcasters actually will tell you, like, they hate going back to listen to their stuff. And I used to dread doing that. But now, I like it. I don't know. I like it. But, like, Kevin Harlan, no, doesn't like to do that. He said that in interviews. I mean, like, there's people that graduated with me that I still talk to, or people that I still, you know, network with that are like, I hate listening to my voice. 1-0. That's outside for ball 2. But they got to make reels. It is a 12-0 Mexico game. We're in the bottom of the 6th. There's 1 out. Playing Brazil. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. That's down for a ball. See, this would never fly on radio. Like, the fact that I just, you know, I'm talking about the game, but, like, I'm not giving time and score. Haven't really done that a lot because it's on a streaming platform. But if this was on radio, man, time and score is, like, the number 1 most important thing. Because you're blind, you can't see. You can't see nothing at all. 3 balls, 1 strike. Maristica gets set and deals. There's a swing and a miss. The count's now 3-2. I think everyone dislikes the sound of their voice when they hear it recorded. Yeah, I don't like listening to my voice, I guess, like when I listen to a recording of me having a conversation with somebody. But like when it's just doing this or just calling games, I love listening to it. Next pitch is inside for a ball. But I used to never like that. And that is ball 4. If you bring up a topic I enjoy, then boom, and I start chatting. It's great. I love it, man. That's what this is all about. The Canada game is a nightmare for Canada, that is. What's the score of that? 1 ball, no strikes. Howard Thomas is in the box. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Thanks, guys. I mean it. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's a pie for a ball. You could always be the lead singer of a metal/rock band, JJ. Were you? Were you in a band? 2-0. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. Alec Thomas will go yard. It's 14-0 Mexico. 1 more run and that's it. Got way under that, too. Let's go. 14-0 in the bottom of the 6th. No, I took guitar lessons, been to plenty of concerts, however. I got you. Nice. So we are going to have another pitching change in the bottom of the 6th as they do go to commercial. Skeens is going to start Monday. Let's go. I'll take that. Time score ad reads every other pitch. Yep. Like, situation is so important when you call a game on the radio. You don't have to worry about it as much on the TV because the most important person on the TV is the graphics person. Play-by-play is like 5th on TV. Always is. On radio, it's number 1. You know, you got the commentators. They're more important than the play-by-play announcer. And it's a different style. It really is. And streaming is different too. It all depends, you know. Do you have a color commentator with you? Do you not? Like, you gotta still get chat involved. That's like the most important thing. Like, getting chat involved, calling the game like a radio style, because again, they can't see the physical game. So there's different challenges with each medium. There have been studies done. It has to do with the fact that your voice played back sounds differently or slightly different than when you speak. And it makes us feel uneasy. That is correct. That is correct. I actually didn't like fully do research on it, but I figured, you know, like when I first started to go back to my voice, I would actually think that. I was like, you know what, I bet you that I hear something different as I'm talking than what I hear when I go back and listen to myself. And then you have to think about like your pitch. Like if you're at a bar, you're talking very loud. If you're with people in the house, like, or if you're angry, then you're talking louder. If you're sad, you know, then you talk in a different way. There's a different type of tone. So there's all that too. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. 14-0 Mexico. One more run, and that is the ball game. So Cerna is going to step on up to bat. Now with Thomas just went yard. Is this game in the Tokyo Dome? Nope. This is out at Daikin Park. 14-0 is insane, dude. It's diabolical. Victor Takahashi. Let's go. Victor Takahashi is going to pitch. What's up, John? How you doing, John? How you doing, Rosa? Bottom of the sixth, one away. Cerna is up, and he'll take the first pitch inside for ball one. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-0 pitch is way up high for ball two. I will tell you, with these types of games, I actually really do enjoy the mercy rule. I think that it is. I'm really happy that they put this into place, because imagine doing this for 9 innings. Gosh. See, like 30-0 scores. Like 2-0, and did that get a piece of Cerna? It was way inside. It got a piece of the umpire. Had to take his mask off. Catcher asks if he's okay. I'll give him another baseball, and he says, yeah, I'm good. I think I actually got him right towards the upper part. I feel like that they should have protective gear for their chest. Because you get hit by a pitch like that and the catcher doesn't catch that, or even a foul tip right to the chest. That's crazy. Cerna is walking on over to first, but the umpire stopped him for a sec, and now he will go on over to first base. He was ready to take his elbow guard off. It got him. It just took him forever to go over to first. It actually bounced right off of his elbow guard, and it hit the umpire. That's how quick these pitches are. This is the U.S. pool. Yes, correct. One out in the bottom of the sixth. And Ozuna is up to bat. Yeah, this is at Daikin Park in Houston. Yep. Daikin Park. Is it Daikin or Daikin? There's going to be like that person in the chat. It's Daikin Park. Say it correctly. 0-1 pitch. That was high, and it's called a strike. It's the outside corner, and Ozuna looked a little bit confused. Imagine an 18-inning game like last World Series, but tied at 0-0. 0-2 pitch. This is popped up out over towards medium depth center field. The catch is made. There's out number 2. I like mercy rules in these games too. Yeah, I do as well. Two gone in the bottom of the sixth. Ooh, y'all hear that jaw crack? Damn, that was a loud one. Next pitch, taken down for a ball. This is Julian Ornelas. So the walk-off run, I don't know why they call it walk-off run. I like mercy rule run better, is over at first. Mercy run. That's a hot take of mine. I don't like walk-off run when it comes to a mercy rule. Because walk-off to me is like a walk-off win. Like you actually help win the game. 2-0. That's a foul ball. the knockout games, they're still at each. I know that the championship game is out in Florida. Here's the 2-1. There's a towering fly ball hit out to right field, and that is gone. The ball game is over. Julian Ornelas able to hit a home run out to right field, 16-0. What a blowout. Damn. All right. Oh, boy. That was great. Wonder if that's Jonathan's brother. Maybe. That might be. All right. Well, we get to catch up a little bit on some sleep tonight, so that'll be cool. 16-0 Mexico wins. That was an absolute blowout. Great game, though, for Mexico. I mean, Walker looked really good today, and it was fun to see Duran go yard. Thomas also went yard, too. And that last 2-run home run was awesome. So, but yeah, and Armento looked good. He was definitely crushing it out there, firing 98, 99, and that was pretty cool as well. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go to bed and actually take advantage of getting some sleep before our 6 o'clock game tomorrow, and catch up. Catch up while I can. All right. I love you guys. Lila Tov. Good night. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.